Attorneys, how does the pressure of finances affect your life?
Well, we're back with another episode of the 6-Minute Obsession. My name is Dr. Mark Kosman. I'm the co-host, and I'm here with your host, Robert Graff. So, Rob, what exactly is this topic?
It's really focusing on how everyone has bills to pay, but there's some people out there that don't seem to worry about it. And wouldn't it be wonderful if you could be that way too?
Okay. And so what are we specifically going to hit here in this episode today?
It's really about focusing on the relationship you have with the pressure of finances. Are you a victim? Is that how you act towards them? Do you feel a constant struggle against them? And what is the opportunity that you can live a happier relationship with your finances?
Okay, excellent. All right, well, that sounds like good stuff. So, again, we take zero point 0.2 billable hours of people's precious time here to see if we can ease some of the pain or I call it pain relief for the legal profession. So let's see if we can dig into this bill issue and the relationship to these bills and to pressure in particular here. So, okay, so tell me about acting like a victim when I'm getting my pile of bills. You calling me a victim, man?
I am calling you a victim. It's really that you're at the effect.
Those bills are out to get me. Don't tell me otherwise. I know that I'm being persecuted by bill collectors.
I last episode how there's some people that never worry that they float everything on credit, but there's a lot of us out there, and maybe it's type A personalities. I don't know. I feel like I'm becoming less type A, so I don't like to classify people that way. But there's some people out there that worry, and there's some people that don't. But a lot of us sit there and worry about making ends meet, and we are saying, oh, more bills are coming in the mail. Nobody likes to receive bills. I hate to mention this, but I watch a lot of Caillou. And my
you obviously have a child.
I have a child, and
I hope you have a child. Wait a minute, I should say.
Yes, and there's one episode where the mother is stressed about bills. She says, "Oh, nothing ever good comes in the mail. It's always bills," or something along those lines. She's acting as a victim to these bills. Her day has been ruined, or her day has been stressed out or compromised by the fact that she's only receiving bills in the mail. And so that's something she's thinking about until she receives a letter the next day from Caillou. That's not a bill. But by being a victim to these, by being at the effect of the bills, it ruined her day. And bills ruin a lot of people's days. And that's really about being a victim. They're not out to get you. It's that your life is being controlled by them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we talked in a previous episode about the importance of that perception, right? Of am I forgetting that the bill was created because I wanted something and I invested in something, let's say, and I may have buyer's remorse now that I'm getting the bill, but I mean the fact is I created the bill. I mean it's not like someone snuck up on my mailbox and shoved a bunch of bills in there that have nothing to do with my life, right? So it's not really legitimate to let myself get into victim mode, but I have to fight my way back out of here and remind myself of what I'm doing.
Exactly. I mean, especially with, for example, utility bills and, I guess cable would count in that, or car payments. These are things that you wanted. So
you want to drive, you want the air conditioner to run, you want to be able to watch a show on TV. I mean, these are wants and desires, and they have costs with them. But when the bill comes, it's not, oh, I got to pay this horrible bill. It's, oh, okay, this is how I fund my transportation, my electricity, my recreation, right? So the alternative, right? The alternative, like you said, is am I going to live a life of constant struggle or find an alternative? So let's talk a little bit about the struggle is clear. So let's paint a pleasant picture here. What is the alternative? What does my life look like if I can get out of that victim role?
What your life looks like is that you're the cause of these bills, and I don't mean to say, well, you are the cause of them because.
Right. Well, you are, right, yeah.
Because you need these things, whatever it is that you're paying bills for. But it's really about acceptance and rationalization and saying, all right, this is something I have to do. It's about saying this is a part of life. I'm an adult. My parents aren't taking care of bills. We all grew up. I didn't know about bills when I was younger. But as we grow up, this is a responsibility that we have. So you have the bills to pay, and you accept that, hey, I'm going to pay them. Or what's the opportunity here? Well, if you're bad with bills, maybe go networking. Meet somebody that's good with finances, somebody that can work with you on understanding the best way to pay your bills, to manage your finances so you're not feeling overwhelmed. It can lead to you leading a more organized life. It can lead to you making a friend. It can lead to you teaching your children, if you have them, better financial responsibility down the long run. So it opens your eyes. Once you stop being that victim, once you stop being at the effect of the bills, once you stop struggling, saying every month, getting angry at them, because getting angry is not going to help. Once
No, that doesn't tend to pay the bills, does it?
No, it doesn't. Once you stop doing that, there's a whole host of opportunities available for you. And not saying that you don't have to pay your bills, but what is the opportunity that you're getting from having to pay these bills or organizing your life in a better fashion? It might actually help at work. Let's say for some reason, and I've never met anybody that does, but you receive mail in the morning, and that day you receive your utilities bills, you receive your FiOS bill, you receive your car loan payment, and you receive your mortgage payment. How is that going to affect you at work that day? If you're at the effect of your bills, you're going into work already in a bad mood. That means that your work's going to be affected. So when you come home at the end of the day, you're going to be more stressed. You're going to be stressed with your family. You're going to be stressed with your friends. You might not even feel you have time. In the end, it all becomes connected based on how you respond to the stressors in your life. So by really finding a new relationship with these stressors and finding a new relationship with these triggers so you don't become stressed all the time, you can really find out that it really makes your life better in all aspects.
Right. I mean, it's like the narrative in your head can shift from, am I being oppressed by these people who are trying to take my money, or I'm paying my vendors for the services that that I value and that I want and that I'm having delivered to me on a regular basis, and I'm budgeting for those and I'm putting them on the calendar and I can sort of predict that they're coming, and and it of course feeds into this whole relationship with billable hours for your attorney colleagues, obviously, and because that generates the funding of the side of this equation where you're having to actually pay those bills. So it's a full circle, right?
And let's face it, you're doing billable hours and they're getting billed to somebody else. Fortunately, they don't have to pay your hourly rate.
Right. But you're receiving your income based on those billable hours, is what I mean. So instead of seeing your billable hours as a source of oppression, you can also see those as, oh wait, this is what allows me to fund those vendors in my life on the other side of the equation. So
and it's providing for your family.
Right.
I mean that's the next step.
Right.
Let's say you've accepted, hey, this is something I have to do. Now the next step could be, hey, I'm providing for my family, or I'm providing for me. Without these bills that I have to pay, I am providing for my lifestyle that I have chosen to live.
Right.
And then you're not at the effect of them anymore. Now they haven't affected your life in that full circle type of reality. And you're saying, all right, now I can go forward and be happier and just feel less stress every day. Because this is one thing that could be your trigger. This could be the trigger of the stress at work, for all I know.
Well, it's such a big one too, because of course it's an ever-present, ever-recurring monthly cycle for an awful lot of your bills. I mean, okay, you got the one-offs that show up once in a while, but for a lot of it, it's just this endless process. And if you're seeing that as a grind, as opposed to, no, this is just this is the normal thing I got to do, and this is part of what I got to budget for, and this is part of what gives me what I want, not just what I need, but these are also wants, right? I mean, these are, these are first world problems, as they say,
I was just talking about that a couple days ago, yeah.
Yeah.
But by really opening your eyes to that and finding those opportunities. So finding the opportunity, what's the opportunity? It's about really getting rid of all that negative energy to begin with, that victim role, that struggle. It helps you with your health even too. It's a lot of, and this is a coaching term, catabolic energy, though that victim role, feeling oppressed by your bills, feeling at a struggle. It eats away at who you are. I know we've mentioned before that catabolic energy is great when you're trying to escape a tiger. Well, the bills come every month. You're escaping tiger every month.
That's a long-term relationship with this tiger. You better change it.
Change it, yeah. Move away from the tiger.
Or tame it, right? Or make it into a little kitty cat.
Make it your friend. Make this tiger your friend, so you're not running from it. You'll feel healthier. You'll have more energy. Because I can guarantee most people, when they get their bills, it zaps their energy. Their energy that they have to do their work, to spend time with their family, to have fun with friends, is being taken out and going right into those bills. People that live paycheck to paycheck, it's even worse because then you're trying to balance everything out with the finances as well.
Yeah, yeah. I still remember my accountant once saying to me, hey, if you're owing money to the IRS, you should be smiling. It means you made money, right? I mean, it means that you had income that you have to, pay a percentage of. But I mean, if you didn't owe anything, odds are you didn't earn anything. So that would be a bigger problem. I was like,
yeah.
Darn, the guy has a point, doesn't he? It's all about budgeting. So good stuff. So again, this is all about changing relationships to these things in our life, whether it's the billable hours requirement, the ticking of the clock, the paying of the bills, and trying to get back in control here. So we covered, are you seeing yourself as a victim in this cycle here? Are you in this constant kind of struggle mode? And can you make this kind of shift and start seeing the opportunities for living life in a different way? Because you're going to have to deal with this next month. So if you haven't figured it out this month, life is going to give you another opportunity, another chance, right? So,
yes.
And this is all stuff that you get involved with in your coaching work with attorneys to help them live a better life and enjoy their life. And you've got a pretty generous offer. So what's the offer, Rob?
If you sign up and subscribe, you get a free 30-minute session with me.
Great, excellent. Well, how can you go wrong? There's absolutely no risk there. Take advantage of Rob's offer. If you haven't subscribed to 6 Minute Obsession, if you're watching this on graphstandard.com right now, there's a little sign-up form right below, so get notifications of upcoming episodes. Please take advantage of Rob's offer and give him a call and get hooked up and spend 30 minutes seeing if you can change your relationship to the tigers in your life. And meet us back for another episode of the 6 Minute Obsession.